Charlie Parsons for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. Delighted to be joined here. We're no longer on the boat, but we've got a nice little sit down. Mr. Dean Whyte, it's been a while, my friend. How are you, bro?
All good, man. All good. Boat ride was nice and intimate, different, something unusual. But yeah, all good. I'm well.
Right, let's jump into it. An absolutely massive fight week this week. I mean, it doesn't really need no introduction, but I will try to give it one. Two-time Olympic gold medalist and one of the best amateur boxers of all time, away from, gender rivalries and whatever, in Clarissa Shields, and then Savannah Marshall, who, okay, not as much of an accomplished amateur, but 10-ounce gloves on, a real puncher.
It seems to be a puncher. Obviously, the fighter she's facing, I'd say, less credible than some of the people, that Clarissa's been facing. But, it's all good. I feel she's a great talent. She's showcasing great skill. But I think this is a real good fight. Both fighters talented. I'm going to be rooting for Clarissa Shields. I know her personally. I don't know much about Savannah. I know she's a great talent. Looks like she can box and fight. But, yeah, it's one of those,
Do you think that Savannah's best chance in this fight is the knockout, and then obviously Clarissa to box how she always does, that beautiful style?
Obviously it is, because that's what she's used to winning at, so that's going to be it. But Clarissa's, done. She's durable. She's done MMA, kickboxing, boxing. She's a tough cookie. She spars guys normally, so she should be durable. But obviously it's different when you're getting punched in the face with 10-ounce gloves. But what we do know is we're going to be in for a great fight Saturday night. Both there's a lot of need, there's a lot of spite, so it's going to be tasty.
Got to ask you about Dillian Whyte. We saw him in Liverpool last week. He was at the Merseyside derby with Adam Smith and Ben Shalom. He then obviously took his place ringside to watch the Fight Night Smith against McKeano. Look, is there anything you can tell us? I just spoke to Ben Shalom. They said financially the offer's lucrative. Dillian's going to go where the best money is, but Dillian likes the powerhouse of Sky.
That's it. Obviously, that he would be the power of Sky, but I think he's really going to go with the money. He's only got a few fights left, and he needs to take the best options or the easiest fight for the biggest money possible. I'm not sure, but he was there talking to Sky. He was talking to Eddie, and he was talking to BT. So whoever it is, I'm not sure. That's down to him and his team. I'm fully focused on Black Box Global stuff and just, cracking on with that. I spoke to him on Friday. He did tell me he was going, so,
Well, we will jump onto that, of course, but if I had to ask you, where you think he was going to end up, where would you?
I'm not going to pretend to even imagine. Whoever's got the biggest bag to offer, that's where Dillian's going.
Of course, and then before we jump onto Black Box, let's talk a little bit about all the news is at the minute. Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. I mean, we've done this so many times over the years, but look, I think today we've seen that Eddie Hearn has said that Anthony likes the offer, doesn't mind it too much. Tyson Fury, we've seen back and forth for years and years. Do we believe that now is the time that we can finally get this fight?
It's possible. Obviously, look, Tyson's got all the cards in his favour, so I guess he's trying to, before AJ had all the belts, so AJ had the favours. AJ's still the money machine, but, Fury's, he's the WBC lineal champ, so he's holding all the cards now, so he wants to set his stall out and show that, look, I'm the driving force. It's what I say is what goes, and this is what we're prepared to offer you, and so on and so forth. But look, it's a great fight. I think Dillian and AJ need to come back, get wins, and then hopefully next year, they can look at those guys to fight and, talk about whatever and see whatever. But I don't know. I think great fight for Joshua and Fury. I definitely want to see it. I think Joshua needs to go back to the drawing board for a bit and try and make some adjustment and a bit more time before he jumps in there with Fury right now.
You believe right now Fury beats him, obviously coming off them two Usyk losses?
Look, Fury's the best of our generation right now, you know what I mean? I like both guys, but I'd probably more support Joshua for the win on the ends. But I do really like Fury. He's rugged, he's raw, he says what's on his mind. And, what is there not to really like? Obviously, Dillian lost to him, so that was really heartbreaking. I'd like to see Dillian back in there and try and get redemption again. Obviously, he got paid well, and it's a shame. But, I think he might just have a little bit too much for Joshua. But that's what I'd like to see Joshua work on some things and come back strong.
And just finally from me, let's talk about Black Box. I saw Melissa, my good friend, who was there ringside with you doing her thing.
My presenter there, she's doing her thing, she's doing an excellent job. she's growing with the brand and the show. So we're making great strides. You know what I mean? So I'm happy with the work she does. Big up Melissa. And you know, thank you to everyone came down and supporting and doing the thing. We're building, and we're trying to give people opportunities and put them in positions, and we're doing a great job. We're back out November the 5th, so anyone's interested, we'll be announcing some shit shortly. But you know, it's just onwards and upwards. Very tired and tedious, but you know, I love it, and we're managing a few people, and we're just trying to keep pushing on. You know what I mean?
High production value, high results.
Absolutely. We put our money where our mouth is.
Dean, won't take up too much of your time. As always, thank you very much. Final message?
Tune in November the 5th, Black Box Global. Check us out on the Instagram, YouTube page, Dean Whyte Instagram page. Follow the journey, follow the fighters. Go on there, you see who they are. And thanks very much for tuning in. If you don't, it's all good as well. But love, nevertheless, bless.